So, the animated film that accompanied the live action film.
The what's it called? The Journey Begins?
Mortal Kombat, The Journey Begins, and somehow a lot of people don't know about this movie.
Honestly, I didn't know about it till you made me watch it.
Yo, if you've never seen Mortal Kombat, The Journey Begins, please.
Good.
Yeah, it's one of those things where first and foremost, I don't know as animators what kind of animation they were going for. Because it's like...
They were trying to do everything at once.
Yeah, it looks like part Saturday morning cartoon,
part CD-ROM, 3D animated.
It was like video
intro.
game CD-ROM.
Yeah.
Like it was it's so many, but the reason they made it was because, of course, money. At that time, people were just trying to put out whatever they could Mortal Kombat, and they decided that let's do an animated film to explain a lot of what's going on in the movie. They didn't explain anything right. Because first of all, I believe that they said that Scorpion is trying to assassinate Sub-Zero so he can be honored by his clan.
Scorpion, to secure a place in the hallowed victory hall of your clan, you must kill Sub-Zero yourself.
That's not his motivation.
That's not his motivation. But it's hard because Mortal Kombat changes stuff a lot, I feel like. Or they try something and then they say, okay, that's not canon anymore. This is canon now. But according to them, Scorpion is trying to hunt down Sub-Zero so he can get honored by his clan that should be dead.
In the hallowed victory hall of your clan.
Did you notice when they mentioned Sub-Zero's clan's the Lin Kuei, right?
Lin Kuei, yeah.
And they called it the Lin Q. I was like, who's did y'all do research?
They called it the Lin Q.
You may yet still be worthy of the Lin Kuei. Lin Kuei. Lin Kuei. Lin Kuei. The Lin Kuei.
Sub-Zero is from the clan of the Lin Q.
What?
They show the Great Kung Lao fighting. First of all, they show Goro fighting his brother. Goro has no brother in any other.
What was his name? I forgot.
It was like Gorbak?
It was something like that.
It was like Arbok or Gorbak.
Arbok. Goro's brother Arbok, the Pokemon.
So Goro's brother is trying to honor their dad. So he like gives him this golden egg or some shit. And then Goro says...
Imagine how fucking stuck up you gotta be if you're a father of two children. You tell your two children to fight for my affection.
Yeah, he says, so Goro says, I want the egg. So he says, fight for it then. And they fight. And then Goro falls off a cliff, but Arbok,
yeah.
He helps him up. This shit looks intentionally bad, this animation. Gorbak helps him up. They're like, Arbok helps him up. They're standing there. But then Goro literally says, psych.
And kicks him back off.
Kicks him off. So now he's like, Goro, help me. And he says, no, give me the egg first. At which point, you should know some treachery is afoot.
Right.
He hands him the egg, and then Goro goes...
Then stomps him down.
First of all, Goro doesn't have any lines. He just goes, the whole time he's making these
noises that Goro doesn't make. Did you realize when they first showed Goro and they would look like a Saturday morning cartoon when they went back to that? And he just shows up and Johnny Cage is like, what was that? And then Goro just disappeared. But then later on, they never learn who he is, ever. So when Raiden is talking to them about everything they should watch out for, and he started talking about Goro, but he still hasn't mentioned his name.
Right.
Johnny Cage interrupts like, oh yeah, Goro. I'm like, you never learned that.
Probably three things that I lost it when I saw it. The first was the fight scene between Sub-Zero and Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, and Sonya. Some of the moves they were doing, Sub-Zero looked like the biggest bonehead. I've never used that word before in public.
But he's never been this incompetent.
He's so incompetent. He's like tripping over stuff. He's like getting kicked in his chest. They were holding him down, just mollywopping him at one point.
Him just start fucking him
He
up.
started grabbing him, just punching him in his shit. So then the other part that got me is like around that same time, Sub-Zero was talking to Shang Tsung, and Shang Tsung is like naming everybody on the boat, and he looks up and he goes, Scorpion, and Scorpion's like
just
trying to
there. Scorpion and Sub-Zero have always been mortal enemies. Sub-Zero is standing outside of the door where Shang Tsung is. Directly above him is where Scorpion is hiding. You mean to tell me at no point on that boat, no one saw this bright yellow ninja just up there, like, and then Shang Tsung comes out and he's like, oh, Scorpion. This isn't you're not on a cruise ship.
First of all,
this small wooden
boat. This boat is the size of like a canoe. And there's nowhere for anybody to really walk or hide. And you made a good point before we started. You said, how long were they on that boat? Because they probably waited a good 2 hours.
They were in the middle of nowhere. They were clearly on the boat for a while.
So nobody talked or moved from their spot. So the whole time for 2 hours, Sub-Zero's in front of a door. Shang Tsung is just inside talking to his souls.
Jerking off or something.
Scorpion is behind a crate just peeking at everybody.
But he's never hidden. He's always out.
You can just see the top of his head.
Body.
Scorpion versus Sub-Zero was like, we didn't get that in the 95 version of the live action movie. So they tried to, I guess, make it up to the fans and do some fan service and have them fight. Yeah, but this is, for all intents and purposes, this is the first time on screen Sub-Zero and Scorpion ever fight. And holy shit.
Their clans had often fought on the plains of Outworld to decide who trained the best warriors. Thus, one day, Scorpion met Sub-Zero in a battle to the death. They were evenly matched, and for a long time, neither had the advantage.
But then you see Scorpion, I think, get the advantage. He pushes him, and he trips over like a chain and falls on a rock and flips over the rock.
I'm like, all right. Viewers, I laughed at that too. They're fighting each other. He hits Sub-Zero back. The rock is about as high as this chair is. Higher than the middle of your back. So how do you hit the rock and then proceed to flip over backwards?
He flips over. And then after that, it's like an old man scuffle. It's like when Herbert the pervert was fighting the old man in Family Guy. Remember that shit? What was it? Yeah, Herbert
they were
was
both fighting over like Chris, right?
Yeah, one was a Nazi and one was like an American soldier or something. He fought on the porch and it took him 10 minutes to fall and then everything broke.
I'm sure you just put that clip here.
I did.
The part where they showed Shang Tsung training with the monk.
Yo, that's what I lost my shit.
It looked like they were doing the Macarena because they were both in unison
And then Shang Tsung's face is just frozen in this one face the whole time. He's just like, his face, his mouth is just wide open.
Face.
This fight wasn't as bad as the other ones, but it was still bad because the animation is horrible. And the sound effects for Goro were horrible, but Goro fights Kung Lao. And because of this animation in this one, for the longest, me, myself included, if you watch this one, and a lot of fans that saw it were very confused to who Kung Lao was, because we always heard, even in the movie, that Liu Kang was a descendant of the great Kung Lao, which in game is not true.
He was his brother.
Yeah, he was an orphan. Liu Kang's backstory, he's an orphan, dropped off at the Shaolin Temple. Kung Lao in Mortal Kombat 2 and 3 is the descendant of the great Kung Lao. He's the one that has his name. He's part of the Kung family. Like in the new Mortal Kombat, you have Kung Jin, who's part of the family, his cousin. But because of this one, everybody thought that the Kung Lao in the Mortal Kombat games is the same Kung Lao that lost to Goro 500 years prior because they gave this Kung Lao the same design. He had the hat and everything. The real Kung Lao was some bald-headed dude with a bandana.
You face the greatest Shaolin.